Now, your high school recruiting report with Channel 2's Zach Klein and AJC recruiting expert Michael Carvell.
Yeah, it's hard to believe, Michael. This is the final recruiting segment of the football season. So let's look ahead at some of the biggest names we'll be talking about this spring and next season. Now, I know Atlanta has a lot of the state's top juniors in high school. So fill us in on a few of these guys, will you?
Yeah, where did this year go? It went
Unbelievable.
by so fast.
Yeah.
Buford High School is one of the nation's largest manufacturers of D1 football talent. And Zach, we talked about this a few weeks ago. Buford has at least 6 or 8 seniors who will sign with ACC or SEC schools. As far as juniors, everybody is talking about this guy, Isaac Nauta. He is rated as the nation's #1 tight end, not in Georgia, but in the nation. And personally, I think he was good enough to lead Buford last year after his sophomore season. He is the real deal, once-in-a-generation tight end. Now, Isaac wants to get his recruiting out of the way early. He will announce his college decision on December 15th. Florida State appears to be the leader, with Georgia and South Carolina also in the mix. And Zach, there's an interesting development here. Isaac's father just got a job in sunny Florida. The family will be moving there for Isaac's senior year, so he will be missed at Buford. But I'm sure they will have dozens of prospects we can talk about next year.
I mean, look at him on that tape. In space, he's making catches. In traffic, he's bringing it in. Great footwork.
A grown man.
A grown man, indeed. You love those guys. All right, one of the biggest Cinderella stories in this year's state playoffs. How about Archer High School? The Gwinnett County School opened up in 2009, and they made it to the 6A semifinals for the first time. This season, they got it done. Now, I know Archer has some really good juniors, Michael, so who sticks out to you?
Yeah, congratulations to Archer on all their success this season. So much talent on that team. One of the juniors I really like is Kyle Davis, the 4-star. He jumps out of you, or jumps at you. He may jump in all directions on you on video. Mr. Davis, if you look at him right there, he passes all of the eyeball tests.
Big guy.
Yeah, you can see why. He's 6'3", 230 pounds, and he plays wide receiver.
Wow, big size.
Yeah, wide receiver at that size. Now, he could move to tight end or linebacker in college. That depends on how he develops. And as far as recruiting, Kyle committed early to South Carolina last summer, but things have gotten very, very interesting with a recent Georgia offer. Was Georgia too late to the party? I don't know. Some people are predicting that Kyle will flip to the Bulldogs. But, Zach, we've got not 12 months, but 14 months to see how this all plays out.
So still a little time to see what goes on with his recruiting prospects. All right, Michael, another Gwinnett school that produces some big-name prospects, of course, is Central Gwinnett. This year, they've got senior linebacker Adonis Thomas. Adonis, he's got it all, right? This guy's got the tools necessary to compete at the next level. I understand Alabama, LSU, interested in his services. I also understand Central Gwinnett has a really good player for next year. Fill us in on that, will you?
Yeah, that would be E.J. Price, the 4-star offensive lineman. He is rated as the state's '9 overall prospect for 2016. And it's not hard to figure out what colleges like about E.J. Price. He's a big kid, 6'6", 275 pounds, pretty athletic for his size. And Zach, as you know, you've got to have big boys like this up front to win in the SEC or the ACC. And right now, it looks like an Auburn-Georgia battle for E.J. Price, but it's still early.
Yeah, all right. The final junior we'll discuss today, Josh Imatter-Bebe, 4-star wide receiver from North Gwinnett. And his recruiting, pretty unique because his older brother may have a strong influence on his decision. His brother is Daniel, a senior tight end at North Gwinnett. Are they a package deal?
Good job with that last name, Imatter-Bebe. Yes, it's not a done deal, but it's hard to see the brothers going separate ways in college. I mean, Zach, you're a parent, and it just doesn't make sense to have 2 kids at 2 different locations every Saturday. So I definitely think the plan initially is to be a package deal. And let's look at Josh on video. He's the junior, and he's actually a little higher rated than his older brother. I bet that makes for some fun conversations at the dinner table.
Yeah.
Some possible college destinations for Josh and Daniel are Ohio State, Florida, and Cal. We'll just have to see how things play out with Daniel over the next 8 weeks. And wow, that football season went by in a hurry.
Unbelievable. The recruiting season for us is over, but there's still a few months left to get the pen to paper officially coming in February. I know we will revisit then when it becomes official on National Signing Day. Good year.
Yes, sir.
All right, buddy.